As the sun rises in the east, the dawn of a new era unfolds. An era of dynamic development and industrialization. An era that will change the face of Sapanga Bay of Sabah. Sapanga Bay Container Port, or in short, Sapanga Port, is making a grand debut in the heart of Sabah. Built for now and the future, Sapanga Port is poised to be the transshipment hub for the Brunei, Indonesia, Malaysia, Philippines, East Asian Growth Area, or BIMP Iaga region. Sapanga Port is managed by Sabah Port Sendirian Berhad, a wholly owned subsidiary of Suria Capital Holdings Berhad, which is a public listed company on the main board of Bursa Malaysia Berhad in 1996. The Malaysian public listed company was originally established as a financial conglomerate with Sabah Development Bank Berhad and Sabah Bank Berhad operating under its wing. Today, Suria offers a synergistic diverse range of services through its subsidiaries. Port operations and bunkering services are provided by Sabah Port Sendirian Berhad. Supporting these services are SB Satria Sendirian Berhad, which specializes in the supply and maintenance of cargo handling equipment, and SB Satria Logistics Sendirian Berhad, which provides bunkering and logistics services. Contract and engineering services are provided by SCHB Engineering Services Sendirian Berhad. These include project management consultancy, turnkey and conventional contracting, property maintenance and other engineering services. Property and development activities are undertaken by Suria Bumiria Sendirian Berhad. This includes the 1.5 billion ringgit world-class development project, Jesselton Waterfront, which is set to be the new landmark of Kota Kinabalu, Sabah. Information and technology services are carried out by TriCube Suria Sendirian Berhad. The company offers IT solutions and support services to the SuriaGroup and other enterprises, including consultancy and technical expertise, to enable them to manage their businesses more effectively. Nevertheless, Suria's dynamic key business is still the port operations and bunkering services, in which Sabah Ports Sendirian Berhad manages all 8 key ports in Sabah. Kota Kinabalu Port, Sandakan Port, Tawau Port, Lahad Datu Port, Kunak Port, Kudat Port, Sapanga Bay Oil Terminal, and now the 8th port, Sapanga Bay Container Port, or in short, Sapanga Port. Kota Kinabalu Port is one of Sabah's earliest and main ports. It used to handle a variety of cargo, but today, Sapanga Port has taken over the major port role, and thus, Kota Kinabalu Port only handles non-containerized cargo, such as general cargo and dry bulk. Jesselton Waterfront, a 1.5 billion ringgit mixed development, undertaken by Suria Bumiria Sendirian Berhad, is now taking place in Kota Kinabalu Port area. It boasts of an avant-garde hotel, commercial, entertainment, marine museum, and other mega developments, and is poised to be the new landmark in Sabah. Within the heart of Jesselton Waterfront is Jesselton Point, which is a jumping-off point for locals and tourists going to the beautiful surrounding islands. Exuding a blend of rustic colonial charms and modernity, Jesselton Point enables one to enjoy the city's leisure, dining pleasure, shopping adventure, entertainment by the sea and sports activities such as futsal. Sandakan Port, the second busiest port in Sabah, is located at the east coast of Sabah, which is renowned for its palm oil industry. This makes the port ideal in handling major commodities like containers, general cargo, dry bulk, and palm oil. Tawau Port is considered as a major port due to its cargo volume. Its close proximity to Indonesia and Borneo Islands makes it a perfect trade port for the state. Today, Tawau Port handles containers, general cargo, bulk cargo, liquid petroleum and palm oil. It has also enhanced its trading and shipping links to East Kalimantan. Lahad Datu Port is strongly supported by the palm oil industry. With the up-and-coming Palm Oil Industrial Cluster, or POIC Lahad Datu Port is poised to be a catalyst in the booming palm oil industry in East Sabah, as well as oleochemical and biodiesel industry. It is also set to be the central hub for the import of bulk fertilizer for the East Coast. With so much promise of growth, Lahad Datu is destined to be the Rotterdam of the East. Kunap Port serves as a dedicated crude palm oil port. With a boost from major palm oil players, it is projected that 1.4 million tons of palm oil will be handled by Kunap Port, making it a major palm oil terminal port. Plans are underway to make Kunap Port become the East Coast central hub for the export of palm kernel expeller. Kudat Port's strategic northwest coast location and close proximity to neighboring southern Philippines brings potential business to the port. It will be the gateway that connects Kudat and its Philippines neighbor. Currently, the port handles general cargo and timber-related products. A dedicated terminal port for refined petroleum and chemical products, the Sapanga Bay Oil Terminal is surrounded by major oil and gas facilities such as Shell, Esso and Petronas. Over 20 million ringgit expansion plan is underway to accommodate more vessels to berth at the port and big-scale supply of bunker and fresh water. It is poised to be the oil and gas terminal hub in the near future. And now, making its grand debut is the 400 million ringgit purpose-built Sapanga Port. The port is strategically located along the busy shipping routes between the Far East and Europe and takes only a 30-minute drive from Kota Kinabalu International Airport. Developed to meet the global market needs for a strategic transshipment hub that is bigger and more efficient, Sapanga Port is built to attract more and larger container vessels and direct calls, transshipment of containers for the BIMP-Iaga region, as well as North Asia, Indochina, and Indian subcontinent. The port has the capacity to handle over 500,000 TEUs per annum and can berth 2 vessels more than 200 meters length alongside at any one time. It also houses a 30,000 square meter container freight station and a 15-hectare container stacking area. Sapanga Port boasts of state-of-the-art container handling facilities, which include mobile harbor cranes. It provides reliable bunkering services for fuel, fresh water and lubricants, waste oil management and oil spill recovery through SP Satria Logistics Sendirian Berhad. The ultimate aim is to make Sapanga Port the regional bunkering hub and support for the increasing growth of palm oil and oil and gas industries in Sabah. To this end, Sapanga Port has attracted many mainline operators. With the business acumen of Sabah Port Sendirian Berhad and the solid financial support from Suria Capital Holdings Berhad, Sabah Port Sendirian Berhad gives you the assurance of a trusted, efficient, and reliable port management and services at Sapanga Port. Together, SuriaGroup will continue working in synergy with all its subsidiaries and its business partners to ensure Sapanga Port achieves its vision as a premier transshipment hub for the BIMP-Iaga region. The sun now rises higher and higher in the east.